Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's the No Level Cap Podcast. It's me, Sage Ashford. It's Rakeem Beck. It's Devin Butts. It's Will Coleman. It's Terrence Flowers. We're in here to give a look at the Xbox Developer Direct. We will react to all the games here, which includes Forza Horizon, Fable, and Game Freak's Reincarnation, and a special game that we haven't been spoiled on yet. We are recording this a little late, but it's okay. Since none of us have been spoiled, everything should be fine. But let me take the temperature a little bit, see what everybody's hype levels are at. Rakeem, are you excited?
I'm excited to see Fable specifically. I've been waiting on that for a long time, so I'm pretty excited to see what that game turns out to be.
Okay. Devin, what about you?
I mean, Prince of Persia got canceled, so I mean that kind of ruined my whole week. So whatever's here, it'll be cool. Be cool to see. I am looking forward to Fable, but Prince of Persia is no longer thing. So
oh my god!
Just know that I'm salty on the insides.
Understand it is messed
Fair.
up. We should probably talk about
It
that
is,
at some point.
bro. Yeah.
Will, what about you? Where do you stand?
I'm kind of here to see what's up with this Fable. It's been a minute. What y'all finna tell us? I need to know. Talk to me.
Nobody hyped for Beast of Reincarnation?
I mean, I am. I'm looking forward to that. No doubt.
It's going to have to hype me up through the trailer.
Okay. What about you, Terrence?
I'm very in the middle. Like I just want to see if Xbox. I want to see what they've got because they need something.
They definitely need something. I think this might have a little something for us. But let's not waste no time. Let's just jump into it and find out.
Xbox 25. Okay.
I just still think it's wild that the early Xbox was kind of like the Sega Dreamcast too. A lot of its titles.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
They just teamed up with Sega. They had like their own first party games, and then they teamed up with Sega and was like, hey, this will get us there. And I mean, it established enough of a foothold for them to get to the Xbox 360. So
yeah.
Okay, what's the first game?
Got all the ratings.
I
Man,
know,
it
right?
does.
All the country's ratings. I just noticed that.
Peggy 12.
You're gonna have to turn it up.
18.
Okay, there we go.
Kicking it off with Fable?
Really?
I assume.
Honestly, if you're gonna kick it off with any of these games, I think that's a smart one to do it on.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Show us what you got from jump.
It's funny how this is basically just a Playground Games Direct. Since it is just Fable and Forza Horizon. Then, of course, I mean, like Game Freak's Beast Reincarnation. All right. All right, there's our focus.
Alrighty.
What's up first? Uh-oh.
Playground.
Oh,
Get
it's
on the
actually
open
Forza.
road.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, Playground.
Round game.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm
Mini
Tom
Guns
Williams,
car.
Managing Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arcetta, Art Director for Forza Horizon.
Nice driving music.
The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world. And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time.
Is that the Civic Type R?
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of the festival.
I remember I had a coworker who was so excited for this
Or
game.
even a rookie. You'll start
When he found out it was gonna be in
as
Japan.
Just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal.
I mean, so far it looks really good.
That's where the best cars come from.
Completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll
That is
rise
true.
through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars. At the end of each round,
What
you
in the
must
Batmobile was
feel
that?
ready to move up by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon Rush events, where you show off your skills on thrilling obstacle courses, like this one at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, perks, and areas to
Project Gotham walk, so
and that
Forza
would be a
could
true accomplishment.
just
Man.
fly.
Talk
Project
about
Gotham.
it, bro. Oh man, I love Project Gotham back then, bro.
To explore
That was
at your own
Rock.
pace.
Was that
So,
no?
let's
Rockstar was
talk about
Midnight
the
Club.
location we've
Who made
all
Project Gotham?
I'm not sure actually who made that one.
That's a good question. Who
Japan
did?
is the ideal location for our
been a
biggest,
minute.
most exciting game yet. Full of beautiful landscapes and stunning contrasts of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest
Bizarre
map,
creations.
full of verticality, diverse biomes,
Huh.
seasonality, and
Hot Wheels ass
breathtaking
track.
driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture. So we knew from the start.
I always
that
think
we
it's
wanted to
incredible how
deliver the
great
most
car
compelling
games
and
can look,
authentic
like
game
racing
possible.
games.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking about
Oh, yeah.
that.
In game,
Like in
That's-
terms of
that's why I've
realism,
always
car
liked it.
games
people
like
who've lived with Japanese
are
car culture their
top
entire
notch.
lives.
They always
yeah.
feel like a generation ahead
As
of
someone who
whatever
lived in
generation
Los
they're on.
Angeles and Tokyo,
Mhm.
both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nanakorobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
When our team builds
Okay,
a
yeah.
Forza
Okay, I was
Horizon
like,
game,
where's the
we
8? But
focus on
okay.
the essence of the place.
I know you had me for a second. I was like, "Where's that
At the
at?"
start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything. Time lapses of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as water kick-up and the way fallen cherry blossoms respond to passing cars.
Ooh.
From these references, we
Buggies?
then work to capture the soul.
I know, right? What?
Buggy?
Shit, I thought y'all just did regular cars.
I know, right?
And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world
Like
where
cabbages.
road leads to discovery.
Some insane looking foliage.
I know, right?
This game looks incredible graphically.
It really does, man. I can never deny it when I see it. I really can't.
Designed before, with multiple districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city where every road, every corner, and every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
Seasonal change in Japan is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in game so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore. That sense of exploration is at the heart.
That'd be terrifying.
Everything you find.
Yeah, that would be terrifying.
Something
All that snow, bro.
cars, houses, landmarks, mascots,
Let
and
me think
more.
of that snowfall happening in East Russia.
Adventure Journal.
Get my stamps.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
God, dog.
We'll have new body kits,
That's the
Accurate.
Integra.
I know, right?
paint liveries on windows. We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars.
Is that a...
We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tire wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads. With more cars on
Huh.
day one than ever before.
That's a nice little detail.
New ways
I like
to
that
expand your
detail.
car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world,
We finally made it, boys. We can see the thread on tires.
They're always parked.
I wonder, do you have to like change them out? They get
Got
like
that, got that Arizona green tea color going right there, ain't it?
We're not just bringing classic JDM
That is what
to
they look
life,
like.
but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the cover
What's the
car.
cover car?
Okay.
The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines.
Okay, that looks
incredible
fucking
performance
sick.
With road
It
excellence.
do. Oh my god.
And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern.
Like some of the Rear Ranger pull up
Zoo
in.
racing, relentless Japanese.
Your Ranger pull up in there. That man got money.
I promise.
Hey, man, sometimes you got a rich Power Ranger.
Pull up in there, bro.
Zordon cutting checks like this.
All brought to life by new
Sign me up.
Sign me up, man.
simulating the soundscape of the world.
That's another thing
Rangers.
is sound design.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sound design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna win. It's gonna be nominated for that award.
It's gonna have to be.
Mhm.
I can feel it.
A lot of detail.
Shoot, you got to get the engine pop sound right, the transmission.
Yeah.
Shoot, there's so much
All that shit.
technicality to it.
And we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists. So you can choose your perfect soundtrack with the racing, cruising, or drift.
Is it skipping for anybody else?
And to complement the
No.
visual contrast
Not
of
right
the
now.
It's a little
extensive
like
field
I'm.
recordings across all four seasons
hear it a little
of
bit.
Japan, creating a rich.
Are you talking about the
truly
audio or
authentic
the
world for
video?
you to experience.
Like the
It's the audio for
for
me.
me.
I think maybe I heard a
Video
little
is fine.
glitch, but I think it's
A quick
Causing me
pause
too much
just to make
issues
sure.
right now. Maybe it's just me.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Ways to shape that world with features that let you make a life.
Y'all let me know if y'all
yourself
hear
in
any other
Japan.
skips.
Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do
It could be
that.
on my end.
You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space.
A garage.
When you're done, you can invite your
I'm
friends
down.
over to see what you've built.
Okay.
But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly in the open world here.
You turned it into a Nissan plant? What the fuck?
I know, right? What?
Our teams are
You handing out jobs?
Forza Horizon being the open world driving game for everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features from previous games. We'll also be adding in new options like proximity
Man, this is a
radar
deep
for
dive.
competitive players and
Yeah. It
is.
auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion.
I wish Ubisoft could got his shit together and the crew could actually be a good competitor for Forza.
Customizable high contrast mode
Crew
makes
still
it
makes money. That's why they own like Crew 3 or whatever.
accessible to everyone,
Yeah,
no matter
but they
how
also like
and your friends
shut those games like Crew 1 on. They already shut that game down.
Forza Horizon
They
6
did.
so you can play
But I mean,
together.
I think Crew 2 is still going.
Japan is
And I know that they got
renowned for
Crew
cars
3
like
like a
Daikoku,
couple of years ago.
and inspired by these
Mhm.
experiences,
That also, I believe, was in
Forza
Japan.
Horizon 6 will include new open world car meets. These are places where you
Wow.
can show off your cars and characters.
Okay,
Car
so they
meets.
got
That's
you
crazy. Car meets in a
They
game.
doing car meets just like
Man.
they do over there.
Oh man, this brings me back to my brother. My older brother used to do car shows, and he had car meets he would go to, and I would be with him.
Mountain passes.
And it's all the dudes with they souped up cars hanging out like car washes and all over. It reminds me of my childhood.
Experiences like Horizon time attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard.
Actually, it's being very fun.
Yeah.
Together is
I'm gonna have
easier
to
and
indulge
more
in this.
than ever.
I'm definitely gonna give
Well,
this
you-
a shot.
It's day one Game Pass. You good?
Fans are incredibly creative.
It definitely feels like something I might have to find myself indulging in for real.
To explore.
Mm.
To support
Yo, these
creativity,
locations are looking
we've
kinda
added
sick.
The ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements. All
Hold
of
on
these
now.
Are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your
What?
friends can build anything you can imagine together.
From everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look.
You get a release date?
Some of the new features
Yeah, that's a good question. Y'all got that?
and that
Talk
you're
to
as
me.
excited as we are for the game. will be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a
19th
full-
of May,
PlayStation
nice.
will be welcoming you.
not
That's a lot earlier than I would have thought.
When our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months. And thanks for joining us. We can't wait to see
Them
you
even
in
mentioning
Horizon
PlayStation
6
in an
as we
Xbox
discover
showcase is
Japan.
wild.
I
Yeah,
know,
that shows how
right?
much the industry.
Man, that
So I heard
feels
like, holy,
crazy.
that would have never happened 5 years ago.
Man, what?
The word
Even 2 years
PlayStation
ago-
would never came up.
Even 2
Yeah,
years
even 2
ago,
years.
Keem, they was like, people was like, remember Xbox said it was just gonna be 4 games coming to PlayStation, and Xbox fans was like, yeah, it's just those 4. You might as well shut up. And now here we are.
Godzilla?
Oh shit.
Gundam.
Is that a
Gundam?
mech? Gundam coming too. Like what the? Get ready for
They
Forza,
taking us to
man.
Japan for real.
And I
We got
my
re-
brain did think a bunch of like nerd shit. I was like,
That
man,
was cool.
initial D settings and like all the different anime I could think of.
Okay,
like,
Game Freak.
thematic
Oh,
things.
well, I guess we're
Right,
saving
Tyler.
Fable for last then.
Let's see what y'all got.
Free from the shackles of just doing Pokemon.
Man,
What?
let's see what it looks like.
Okay, I see your concept art.
They showed a trailer of this like last year, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
The only thing was it was kind of framey at the time, which I mean is usually a sign that it's real, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm curious what it looks like cleaned up now.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that too.
ギアプロジェクトから生まれた新しい挑戦です。これまでもポケットモンスターシリーズのほか、ソリティバ、ギガレック、
Oh, this is a part of y'all office. There's some random backdrop. Cause that shit kind of nice.
常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来、文明崩壊
I like what I'm seeing so
手
far.
軽に侵食された日本。
I
That's
like
cool.
the music that I'm
一人
hearing.
と一匹のアクション RPG というゲーム
One
プレイで
person, one
One
dog
person, one dog.
RPG.
One person, one dog.
過酷なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる
One
体験
dog,
を味わってい
one
ただ
player.
くことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
You know, it's so weird that something like this is being made for the Xbox and not the Switch 2.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you would think
Yeah.
this is something that Nintendo would want.
最初は目
They said,
Nah, man, they
I,
only
got,
want a
I
game
need more power.
that takes about an hour,
世界
3 hours a day
ゲームデザインも決めずに
from like 12 people with no voice acting.
そうしてるうちにぬくもり
Shoot, at this point, I'm gonna be honest. I'm more excited for games on Xbox than Switch because I know that shit'll be multiplat, most likely.
隔離された主人公
Waiting on how long it'll
この世界
be
一緒に旅して
before a lot more people notice what Rakeem has
クル
noticed
もそ
just
の
now.
過程で生まれました
There it is.
Like Switch just locking things into their ecosystem, and it's just like, hey, fuck you. And no one else is doing that.
Yes, I can't play Xenoblade. I want to play Xenoblade forever.
ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリ
There's a way.
ーズで生き物や
I know.
を描いてまいりました
We ain't gonna talk about that here.
しかし
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. Redacted.
Talk that off stream. You know.
汚れという
Got my dog, got my blade on me.
している世界が
And parasitic
文
plants.
明の背景を覆い尽くすほどまでに
This game looks beautiful.
過酷な環境となっており
It's really good.
ダイナミックな移動が要求されます
Ooh.
I thought they were doing like a Souls like, but I don't think that's what this
自由
is.
に操る
No, it's
Nah,
not.
this ain't a Souls like.
神を
Not at all.
今の能力にすることになり
Plant manipulation, that's kind of cool.
出来上がってきました
Ooh.
そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい。そんな中核
Big sweater, Eric.
Oh yeah, let's see some combat.
ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。
That seems to be maybe something like Near or
Near is exactly what I was thinking.
I was gonna say I kind of get like the near
Scarlet.
feels in
Not
this.
Scarlet, but I keep forgetting the name. Stellar Blade.
I was thinking Stellar Blade, like a faster Stellar Blade.
この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いたとき、自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。
Musically, yeah, it does have kind of like that near vibe to it.
It do, yeah.
Like a near Stellar Blade.
Even the companion, instead of having a robot, you have the dog.
Remember the Moobots from MGS4?
That's some sick creature design.
That Scarlet Nexus kind of vibe too with these plant creatures.
森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしました。
世界の舞台を作るのと同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げ
This actually looks really cool and unique.
I know, like,
Look
I'm
at y'all.
down with this post-apocalyptic world. I'm cool with that.
Hey, like, man, we better put it all in this one. Pokemon, it's gonna look the same.
Yo, Gen 10 is rumored to come out this year.
What?
If Wind and Waves looks like what Pokemon has normally looked like, and then this comes out, we'll know it's Nintendo doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we gonna end up learning something. Like, oh.
It makes you wonder,
that's whose fault it is.
Do they have like separate teams working on these games?
I would imagine.
I would imagine so, but I would love to know some of the names behind more of this, and we'll see who's been where doing what. So yeah.
Brad?
Right.
Big Brad, man.
In this futuristic ass world, huh?
Oh, he said it. Oh, he said it.
Roll credit.
エマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体、主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that reaction that was a little late. Maybe they
use that primal special move, King.
Oh, from the top rope.
Speaking of Primal, just recently got caught up with the second season, so ready to dive into season 3.
I have.
We've been watching season 1. I'm ready to dive into season 2.
The ending of the second season was a little odd, though. I will say.
I agree.
I like that.
So me and Tim said the same thing.
Ooh, Devin went ahead and watched without me. We were watching together. He said, "I need it on my own, man. I'm sorry, man."
So I watched it
up.
Oh, that show is a visual storytelling masterpiece.
Man,
yes, sir. The golems. Okay, now it really feels like Near.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if we're in the future, robots have to be involved in some way.
I mean, 4026. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
It's literally 2,000 years from what we are now.
2,000 years to the future.
Like, bruh.
Ooh, air combos. Okay.
長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、
Desert Punk.
Okay, so you got some allies. I'll take that.
Oh, okay.
At first, I thought, damn, she looks like the female Vincent. The way she had the red coat on with the black outfit.
例えば、エマが敵の動きを見極め、攻撃を受け流すと、空に力がたまり、開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動。
Shit turn based.
Like an FF7 remake type of combat system?
Yeah, kind of looks like that, huh?
Hold on, Game Freak. Y'all in y'all bag?
It looked like they cooking a little something.
They cooking a little something, man.
Wait a minute now.
Y'all really got the utensils? Y'all got the seasonings?
Damn, we got the
Oh my
spider
goodness.
lilies. Oh man.
They
Ooh.
somehow they didn't turn this shit to Expedition 33.
Hey,
that's kind of cool.
So it's like a mixture of real-time combat with
command-based type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Which that
interesting.
does make sense for Game Freak to be able to do.
エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、
I'll be real. I just
Makes
love when I
sense.
see certain attacks pop out from the enemies and those like flowers pop out of the ground. I just think that's such a really fucking cool touch to some of those
ま
attacks.
たエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。
Okay, I think I want this game.
Yeah,
good as hell.
I was waiting
they
for them to
got
talk
me,
about the
bro.
combat, and now that they are, like, I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm sold.
That's really cool customization.
ステルスだけで戦う人もいますし、
Okay, a little stealth on him.
常
Okay.
にエマで戦闘を仕掛けている人もいれば、クーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような装備でどのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦うのか、プレイヤーの皆さん次第です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても楽しみで
Okay,
す。
so we got a system with some stones and equipment.
はるか
Okay.
汚れに追い尽くされた美しくも過酷な新たな世界。企画構想から6年間。私たちはこの世界
I'm just hoping that there's no technical issues with this game. That's the only thing that could hold it back. If there's like any kind of frame hiccups.
Yeah, I can imagine. I get what you said.
全てのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーション
That's pretty good introduction.
Yeah, that was
that
great.
shit.
本作は
I like this.
Really? Okay. Oh, and play.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
what?
さらに
No Switch though.
And no Switch.
That's
Day
crazy,
one on
man.
Game Pass.
They say Nintendo didn't want this.
I need more power.
渾身の新作
Get
I
ready
mean,
for the
yeah.
original title from Game Freak.
Okay.
Game Freak.
Music is cooking too.
Yeah, that from jump, like the music sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I would love to
this
see.
is-
I don't know if they showed them, but I would love to know who the composer is.
Sure, maybe there's more details in like a press release.
Okay,
Yeah.
Xbox. I see you.
Summer.
Beast of
Summer.
Reincarnation.
All right,
Okay.
Summer. We looking up.
Baby.
Wow. Hold on now.
Nice
What?
time.
It's secret time? What we got?
Yup.
Honey?
Double
Oh,
fun!
fine.
It ain't Psychonauts 3, is it?
No way.
Hold on now.
Oh, Tim Schafer. Uh-oh.
He pulling the clay out.
Tim Schafer's such a character, bro.
He is.
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and video head at Double Fine.
All right, bro.
Larkin, senior
Bruh.
programmer and junior in-house ceramicist.
He wasn't making
Oh my
nothing.
God.
We try to take a little time every so often and create quick game prototypes.
You know what? I ain't even mad at him for doing that. I like
vote
it.
on which ones we want to try to make. We forget the projects we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process.
Costume Quest was good.
It's just
I
like
did play that for a little bit.
with a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before. Our next game came out of Amnesia Fortnight. It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create to destroy each other.
Mm.
Wow.
Don't worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
What?
Online pottery brawler.
A pottery brawler?
You know what? Sure.
Y'all, why y'all
This
so
is-
creative, bro?
This is Double Fine. So
Yeah.
It's got a personality to it though.
Yeah, it do. It got.
You can't
tons
say
of
it's
personality.
copying nobody.
Alongside last year's Weird But Chill game.
Wasn't they last game a lighthouse?
Yeah, well, they did.
Yeah,
Walking
it
dude.
did.
Keep
That's an answer.
Keeper.
Other side of that coin, bring high energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brandt spearheaded this pitch and is here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler and is just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots.
Damn.
That's fair enough.
This is definitely different. What?
Focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got
So
me
it's kind of like a
wondering, what would a
character
game look like that included not just
created
cathartic
Power
element of
Stone.
destruction and action,
I would say that, yeah.
active creation
Except
is
they're
familiar
all
with
pottery.
I stumbled on the answer one day. What better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body.
I don't know if they had to animate cheeks, but you know.
That's what I was I'm like. Animated ass?
Needed to translate into capable fighters.
Spirit ass.
Pots that can compete in challenges in a way that only pots can. Our game mode, Quench, brings all of that together in a 4v4 combat party atmosphere. You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Got him once. Now keep at it.
This feels like a video games type of game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely like a party / streamer game.
Yeah.
With Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine. A best-in-class pottery sim, of course. With this strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to make an art tool, a character builder, and a loadout system all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying. We've carefully married the clay technology with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds.
I am very curious how this
And
process.
straight edge tools to get
Yeah, I'm so curious.
I will say it is really cool how the
you'll
spirits
notice the game recognizing
look
the
so
different shapes
cartoony versus like the
It'll
realistic
automatically
pottery
detect
that you're
when shaping
making.
things like
Yeah.
That is really
vases,
cool.
bowls, and many more.
So that means we had to ask.
It really does feel like they made
if
two
I were a
different
vase,
games and then
and
just
this
merged
vase
them
that I
into
just
one.
made is now my body. What can I, as a vase, do?
Every pot in Kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run,
She says, I'm bringing tall tees back.
jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves
Bring 'em
fit for a
back.
pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves, and because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on a challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn,
Oh, the spirit is hockey.
balls
What?
turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
As you fight over the water on the battlefield and try to extinguish your opponent's kiln, you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose.
As someone who took ceramics in college, I never thought I would see a video game about ceramics.
Hey, Devin,
Oh, you are artist. That makes sense.
I mean, I ain't take nothing like that in college. I did that as a kid in elementary school, and seeing this like this is just crazy.
You had ceramics in elementary?
No, they allowed us to do it a couple years. Like they had somebody come out and let us do stuff.
Arena's giant strategic war map. Inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk.
You use SpongeBob as a weapon?
I know, right?
Well, he's a lethal weapon. That's true, man.
Leverage your unique creations. Everything from your size, your capacity to carry water.
I do like the reactions of like the spirits as they're walking around. Very animated, very like Looney
Do you
Tunes.
want a team full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
Go back down, baby.
Or a team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in their way? Or a unique combination you've discovered that balances power and splashability? If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration
Somebody
system
just gonna
is
make meat
designed
with
to
this.
support your creativity, as we did with the
Pottery.
Yeah, the first thing you gotta do is make the most obscene thing possible.
Yep.
adding spouts, lids,
Can't help
handles,
themselves.
as well as glazing.
Phallus.
You can
Every
glaze?
design choice we made ultimately
What?
served the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We
Oh, they do
can't
that for
wait
free.
To see what your favorite
Man, they do.
designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special.
Wow, that
delivery
Raz
of
pillow in the
destruction.
background, that is really cool.
I love a
He's
medium
holding a
jug,
Raz
a simple
plushie.
handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your Bix.
Hands down, the best pot shape is a small bowl. It's perfect for sneaking past enemies. Plus, its ice cream theme special is so cute.
Man, they put this on everything with crossplay. This could be
has
something.
something. This has good. This has great potential, man.
Decorations really make
As long as they take care of post launch, but most certainly this game is gonna be great.
with a rainbow glaze and one butt sticker. You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
Hey,
My favorite pots use the absolute
Okay.
most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
Whichever pot you decide to create, whether you're a budding artist or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2020.
Pottery power fantasy.
PC.
They said spring of this
the
year.
beginning of the pottery party.
Yep.
As we bring regular updates throughout the year with expanded decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we love your help sculpting this experience. Be on the lookout to throw down with fellow Double Fine fans and join the Double Fine Action Insiders for an even earlier look and a chance to play in our closed beta very soon.
You want me to say it 5 times? That's mean. Am I supposed to? Okay. This game is called Kiln, an online multiplayer party brawler, online multiplayer party. Never do it twice. Okay, I can do it again. Online multiplayer party brawler. It's getting better. Online multiplayer party brawler.
I'll admit I wasn't quite feeling the name, but knowing that it's called that because a kiln,
Is what you
is the little chamber, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I still think
All right.
they probably could have had a better name, but I mean it's fine. I do hope that
We're
game
finally
does well,
here.
All right, talk to us.
I think that
Fable.
game is going to do better than people
Welcome
expect.
to Playground
Yeah.
Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first deep dive.
They should have called it Smash
We've been here
Bros.
for a really, really long
Yeah.
time. Fable.
Smashing pots.
Potty.
Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here.
I still don't see no gameplay.
a charming little
Where's
in
the
middle of England.
gameplay?
I mean, it's just getting started.
Give it time.
Over the past few
I'm
years,
just-
we've built a new team to carry that reputation into a new genre.
Throw your
that
roll,
we are
partner.
incredibly
We gonna get
passionate
there.
about. Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
You know, it's interesting that with a lot of the
At the heart of our
Xbox's
game is a
biggest
simple
studios,
recurring question.
they
What does
seem
it
to be
mean
like working
to
on
you
multiple things at
to
once,
be
and
a
they
hero?
kind of come
Our
out
game is
around
about
the same
choices
time as each
and their
other. It's
consequences.
interesting.
That is weird because
It's packed with
Obsidian
action,
did the same thing.
drama,
Yeah.
British humor, moral dilemmas, and quite a few chickens. All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill.
All right, here we
It's
go.
here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation. But not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. So
Why?
alone in the
Well, that
world,
sucks.
you'll set off
What kind of fuck shit?
which will change Albion
Hey,
forever.
your grandma, Stone. Fuck you.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic rolling hills, magical forests, bustling villages, sleepy hamlets, oversized vegetable patches, and stunning vistas.
I really like this world design.
And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first time, you'll be able to explore this rich and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower, and the legendary Heroes Guild.
The guild, oh yeah.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guild.
Love the way this city is designed too.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes,
All right.
and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone.
Fuck yeah.
Here, you'll meet the leaders of two rival gangs, vying for power, and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful, handcrafted, and richly detailed.
In Albion, heroes are special, different. They're stronger than regular people. They're more skillful, more charismatic. More importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
Okay.
In Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
All right.
But as well as your appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
Just like the classic trilogy, heroes in our game fight with a combination of strength, skill, and will. Seamlessly blending melee ranged weapons with magical abilities gives us style-weaving combat. Allowing you to show off your personal playstyle against single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
Damn!
Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat. You'll use light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers. Swap to your ranged weapon to bypass enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to
Learn from Expedition 33
to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're
Okay,
excited to
I
be
see
bringing
you.
back some fan favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Damn, that hammer putting in work.
I swear, bro, yeah, impact.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
The fuck?
My leg.
And we're adding brand new
All right.
too.
Wow,
Ooh,
did
cockatrice.
the chicken just do a drop kick?
It did.
With their own weaknesses to exploit and defenses to overcome. But with all the unique tools in your combat toolbox, how you defeat your enemies is up to you.
Right.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting. So much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me,
Better have that in
what I
there.
remember most vividly are the
That's
inhabitants
Fable.
of Albion, and the things you can do with them, or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
Sure could.
We
Yep,
built
that
that
is true.
same experience in the
I'm
middle
curious
of
if your
Albion,
appearance changes still.
buying a house,
Based
Oh,
on your
and how
choices.
evil you are.
making some money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Romancing a villager, getting married,
Romance, yep.
having kids.
Fancy a date?
Perfect. You can get to know me better.
Buying another house. Buying every house in Albion.
What?
Every house?
You could buy the houses. Yeah.
Getting rich.
All the houses?
Marrying a bunch
You can buy a house.
You
can be a
I don't know
tycoon.
kids.
probably getting divorced along the way for good measure.
So you could get married multiple times?
The game is unique to Fable. It's systemic.
You can really live your best and worst life out here.
Everywhere you go. And all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion, who we call the living population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their
So
own
that fits. That
personality.
makes sense.
You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up, go to work, spend some leisure time on hobbies, then go home to bed.
But what's even cooler is that you can talk to every single one of them in fully voiced conversations and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own because you're the landlord.
Ew.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
Damn.
All right.
That's crazy.
That's Fable. You could be a dick in Fable.
All of the stuff you do affects
You could absolutely do shit like this.
because
That shit
everything
said
you do
They ain't gonna like you or don't like
you
you.
evicted them.
Impressive.
Shit, I bet.
Now that's an
I'm glad they kept the like and dislike system. I was wondering if they won't keep
Yeah.
that.
Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game too. But we have a slightly different take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas. And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation.
I know that was something that
And
was
every
talked about in the
person Albion
originals
will
was
have a
that some
different reaction
choices
to you
were
as
just
a
very
result.
black and white.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
You'll remember things you did directly to them,
Rich twat.
love you or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you why. Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you. But the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Damn.
Your reputation is created by the
Yeah, they will talk trash to you if you.
Yeah, sure
You're
would.
going to make a lot of them.
Jackass.
Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and
I'm still curious if they kept the appearance because you used to walk in town like with demon horns, or you was an angel that had like the halo.
Idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
Early in the game, you'll meet a character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village.
Oh, that was
who
the dude from the
discovers a
trailer.
magical growth formula.
Yep.
He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the
Whoa.
game.
Fuck.
Now that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you.
Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open world.
I'm really glad they kept the
release
social.
Yes,
They kept the
it's
social
typically
systems. That was like one of my favorite parts of Fable.
But this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026.
Okay.
From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Although,
Autumn.
what do y'all want to bet that they don't want to say a date because they don't want to have to move it in case GTA has to move?
Possibly.
There's a possibility.
I'm tired of GTA holding the game industry on chokehold.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't see GTA coming any earlier if it does come November. So I mean,
That's actually.
I guess
it's
also.
actually,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was
you
gonna say
go ahead.
also you have Wolverine. It doesn't have a solid release date, so
Yeah.
Sure
there's
doesn't.
some other games to consider what their dates are going to be. So
there's
maybe
that
they're
too.
waiting just to see if make sure it don't conflict.
Will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
様々なスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを
Even summer 2026. I mean, that can be as late as like August. So
You can be the
It could
hero
be.
you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
okay.
All right then.
very nice.
Okay, that was the Xbox Developer Direct. We got through it. It was an hour long. Let's get into like what y'all thought of it. Terrence, what'd you think of the show as a whole?
I thought this was a very solid show. You know, this is one of those things where we know what's going to be there outside of the one surprise. So there's not like a, oh my gosh, this is here kind of moment that you get from something like a PlayStation State of Play or a Nintendo Direct. But at the same time, because you already know what's there, if you're already excited to see the game, then, you know, hey, you just get a deeper dive into it. And I think that all the games that were shown here were quite impressive. I mean, Forza, it looks really good. Like, this is the best looking Forza to date. All the stuff that they put in there, like it looks very enticing. As someone who's never played Forza, it looks like a game that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on and giving a shot. Beast of Reincarnation, for me, personally, I think that was a standout of the show just because my expectations for it were kind of on the lower end. And just after they showed the gameplay and all the cool stuff that you can do in it, I'm excited to see what that game will be like when it comes out. Like that's one I'm going to keep my eyes on. The surprise game from Double Fine, that one looks really neat. It's not something that I would probably play, but I think that is really cool that quirky games like that can exist, especially in a showcase like this, because it's very easy. It's very easy for Xbox to be like, you know, maybe we want to show something a bit not as like avant-garde, maybe a bit something more safe, but no, they were just like, you know what, we trust Double Fine, let's just let them do their thing. And you know what, I think it will pay off for them. I think that game will, if it's because it's Double Fine, it will be polished. I don't have any concerns in that regard. I think probably the biggest thing is just post-launch support, and they already said that they're gonna be doing stuff with it all year, so it sounds like they have a plan. You know, we'll just see if it's fine, if it finds its audience. Fable, of course, I'll let the guys on here that know more about that series speak in depth on that. But just looking at it, I mean, it's great to finally see it after all this time. Fable was
It's
announced
been a
like
long time.
Was it like 2022, 2023? When was that game announced?
Further back, I
Really?
think 2020 maybe.
Dang.
It's been a while.
Wow. Man, yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad that they had a lot to show. I'm just hoping that the Fable fans out there, it pleases them. That's what I hope for the best. I hope for the most. To me, it looks solid. Yeah, I mean, if it looks solid, plays solid, then, hey, it's not something I wouldn't mind giving a shot myself. I think overall, this is a very solid showcase. I don't really have any complaints per se. I think the pacing was quite good. There was never a point in it where I felt it kind of lulled or anything like that. So, yeah, I think this was a very solid showing from Xbox.
Okay. Will, what'd you think of the show?
I agree with Terrence, man. Very solid showcasing. Everything with Forza right here, bro. I can't even lie to you. I hadn't really sat down with a racing sim game or something that even looks like this in like a long time. And seeing what they got going on, everything, the graphical fidelity, the way the cars look, the landscapes, how things interact when the cars pass by, everything about that looks amazing to me. And I'm really willing to get into that. Like when it comes out, I would definitely like to put my hands on this and give it a try. So they got me here, man. Like, and we talked about it in the midst of it too, like how racing games always have this tendency to like just end up looking just amazing every time they come
Yes.
out. Especially in the case of something like Forza, it always comes out looking really damn good. So I'm looking forward to that one. Beast of Reincarnation, that right there. Can't lie, man. They sold me, and we said it. We also said this earlier too. This do well enough coming out. we gonna learn a thing later on.
It's gonna make people look at Nintendo differently if it's good.
Yeah, we gonna see how that's gonna turn out for that. But on the point of the game, I'm down for this. I love like a lot of about what I love is that they showed a lot of gameplay. That's what I really liked a lot for Beast of Reincarnation. That gameplay that they showed was really cool to look at. I love the implementation of the action and doing the button presses here and there. They got the skill trees and everything. It's very interactive from what I could tell between you and your two characters with Emma and Ku. So I'm really like kind of down for this. Like this is one of those things where I'm like, this could be a day one for me in the long run of things when it releases. So I got my heart set on this one, Game Freak. You got me. Kiln, I'm cool with that. I mean, quirky little game. I hope, like they said, if they're gonna do their post-release thing, because that's the number one thing that always worries me with games like those. Usually, is post-release support. So I want to know how well they're gonna keep doing that. Try to keep the game up, and it's Double Fine. So if they're gonna do their thing, they're gonna do their thing and make sure this game at least lasts at least the next year and a half or two. Make sure they continue to update it, keep it playing smooth, adding things in. So that's what I look forward to with that. And the last thing being Fable. Now, me, I'm not a Fable person like Terrence. So I'm gonna let my Fable guys talk that out. But I'm just glad to see it has something going on. They talked about a lot of the stuff, and according to the guys here, they kept quite a few things from previous games, which, as far as I'm concerned, that's a great thing. So, Fable, I'm just glad to see you exist. I'm glad to see you in motion. I just hope you do well when you hit the shelves. That's all I ask for you. So I think this was a pretty good overall showing, though.
All right. What would you give it?
I get this show about a good 8 for me. I would say, just say, yeah, too.
Terrence, what about you?
Maybe an 8.5. Like, part of me wants to give it a 9. I feel like it probably is deserving of a 9. I guess just I will admit it would have been cool if maybe the surprise was something bigger. Oh, I tell you what. Since there wasn't, usually they do have like a shadow drop at these. They didn't have that this time, so
Hi-Fi Rush, Ninja Scroll. Yeah, I agree.
That would have been nice, but I mean, you can't do that every single time. For that, I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay. Devin, what about you, man? Where do you stand on this developer direct?
This was pretty enjoyable. Forza racing games is like one of my top 5 genres of games. I love Need for Speed, Ridge Racer, Burnout, Gran Turismo, Drive Club. It's so many good racing games like we've had in the past, Midnight Club. And Forza has made itself a titan in the racing genre. it's basically like it's become Xbox's version of Gran Turismo, which is weird now because you also can
Kind
play
of
these
took
games.
Gran Turismo's trap a little bit.
Yeah,
I could
Gran
agree with that.
Turismo. Does Forza come out more frequently than Gran Turismo? I feel like Gran Turismo is
Absolutely.
kind of
Yes,
like
it comes out more frequently.
once
Yeah.
every generation.
Once a generation
kinda.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean it's the game looks outstanding, which is always one of the things I love about racing games. I remember when I first saw Drive Club on PS4, for the time it looked insane. But that's always racing games for you because it's nothing but really environments in the vehicles. So they can just kind of put all the processing power into just making these cars look as good as possible. And at this point, they basically look like real cars, almost. Like you basically looking at real cars. So yeah, I definitely want to try this. I played Forza before. I like what I played. Super smooth gameplay, beautiful vistas to like explore and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one. Beast of Reincarnation definitely was like the star of the show for me personally. I love the aesthetic of the game. Like the game for me, it looked like Wild Hearts from EA, like the creatures and just like the environments and
It
stuff.
did have that vibe. I agree.
It looked like Wild Hearts, a little Scarlet Nexus with the plants, a little bit of Near with like an automata with the robots and stuff, and some of the post-apocalyptic and the landscape and stuff like that. That one looks really good. I had seen that before, and we saw just like a little bit of it when they first showed it. Of course, it was early, and it seems like they've polished a lot of it. They showed us a lot of gameplay. It looks like my type of game. When they showed the final bit where they saw how the gameplay works, I'm like, okay, they got like almost like a FF7 re type of battle system where it's like the action, and then you got like you can choose commands and stuff. Like I like the way this looks. So I definitely wasn't really expecting like an action RPG, like RPG elements like this. So that definitely looks good. I mean, when you hear the name Game Freak, you usually Pokemon is like, because there's just really nothing else. Like that's Pokemon. You see that little symbol. All my life I've thought of Pokemon, right? So yeah, if they knock this out of the park, this will be definitely good for them, and maybe they can light a fire on them to make Pokemon better, because this is just kind of crazy that one of the biggest IPs in the world. Games are just kind of middling at this point. At least in my opinion.
Real quick.
Kiln would, yeah, go ahead.
Just real quick. The Pokemon Pokopia game, is Game Freak working on that?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Okay, I was just curious because if they have Gen 10, Beast of Reincarnation, and that coming out all in the same year, that's crazy.
I can't see that. I think that's somebody else doing that.
Okay. That's kind of what I figured, but I just thought I'd just ask.
Pokopia. What? It's being developed by Omega Force.
Oh, Mega Force.
Who are they?
People that do the soul, the
they do the most of
Dynasty
those Russo games and stuff like that. Yeah. They were the last ones. I think they did the Attack on Titan games.
Yeah, they did those.
That doesn't give me a lot of faith at all. At all. Kiln was a interesting little thing. Definitely not what I was expecting, but it's Double Fine. They're into like Terrence said, the avant-garde, the outside the box games. One of my favorite platforms of all time is Psychonauts. It's a very unique game with the level design, even the character design. It's very unique. It's one of the most unique games you'll ever see. You look at it, you know what it looks like because it doesn't look like anything else. But it's a great game. What was the game they had?
Brutal Legends.
Brutal Legends. Yeah, Brutal Legends.
They showed that.
Yeah. So they have a really unique style. This looks interesting. Not necessarily, I think, my cup of tea, but I wouldn't mind trying this. If I got like a group of friends to play this, I could see this being a lot of fun. I could also see this being a type of game people almost like Power Wash Simulator, where like they might just enjoy just the making of the pottery in itself. It's just kind of therapeutic. Then you got this multiplayer aspect of just like, hey, what stuff we made, the cool stuff we made, let's just smash all of it. So I think this will definitely find an audience. It's kind of got a Splatoon vibe. It just seems like this like very whimsical, fun multiplayer experience, team-based elements. So this might be one that people actually really enjoy. And like I said, if I had friends to play this with, I definitely wouldn't mind trying it out. Fable, oh my gosh, it's been so long. We finally got to see some on Fable. I'm glad to see that they've kept some of the OG elements of Fable, because I am a big fan of the original Fable. That game was fantastic. It and the DLC for it, Lost Chapters. Probably, if I had to say, it was probably my first like Western style RPG game that I ever played, I believe. I think that and Jade Empire. So yeah, this game I'm really I want to see more, honestly, because like what we seen here was pretty solid. But I want to see more. Like, I'm really curious, are they going to keep they talked about the whole morality system, which we know is a big part of it. Like the things you do, like they either teeter you toward good or bad. You know, we've seen it through our games. Infamous did it. You know, you can do things to either make you good or bad. But in an OG game, you had like cosmetic, like if you were doing a lot of evil stuff, you were no do gooder, no good doer. You get horns, and people they scared of you, they run away from you.
They run away from you. Yep.
Yeah.
I actually just looked at something. I think sources say that they will not be having that like morphing system there. So,
man, that's. I guess maybe I would have to see how this is fully implemented, because I do think they could. To me, I feel like that's something that I feel like could keep that experience true. They might have to not have to go as far as they did with the first game, because I mean, you would literally like grow horns in the OG game. Like the more you did, by the time of it, you got like fire around you, horns. If you're a good guy, you had a halo, you was white eyes. As you got older, he had a white beard, and people, oh my gosh, it's so and so. We love you. Such a great guy. He's awesome. Like stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. It looks good so far. I think the visuals are pretty solid. You know, kicking chicken seems to be a real driving selling point for the game.
Man, really like kicking chicken, boy.
Man,
Like,
Peter will be calling.
Is Peter Griffin in this game somewhere as a guest character? So yeah, this is a pretty solid showing. Like I said, definitely Beast of Reincarnation was the highlight for me personally. If I had to give it a score, I give it 8.5.
Okay. Solid group of 8s across the board so far.
Yeah.
Rakeem, what about you, man? What did you think of it?
The best thing I can say about this show is that, for one, they tried to show a bunch of games that are coming out allegedly this year.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I'd say is that the demonstrations they showed made me want to actually try all of the games. They showed very interesting gameplay ideas or refinements to the ideas they had. Forza, I haven't played racing game forever, but like how they showed Japan off and the respect they gave to the region, and like how the cars look, I was like, oh, you know what? I wouldn't mind like just at least experiencing and see what this has to offer. I agree with everybody here. Beast of Reincarnation looked really good. I gotta say, I gotta call a spade. Man, Asia and action games, they killing it right now, bro. Like they
100%.
They are in a golden age, boy. They killing it right now.
They pulling up.
They killing on the action front. So yeah, that game looked really, really good. I was very surprised, and it took me aback about the themes it was going for. It very much reminded me of Nier. If you played Nier, like that post-apocalyptic feeling with the one little side character with you, and then like some gameplay differentiation. This time, like the incorporating like these command turn-based type of elements into the combat. Really interesting, really cool vibe to that game. I really like what that game's doing. Gotta give it to Double Fine. They can't help themselves. They don't know how to make a game that's normal. They can't. They look at a regular game and they say, I can't do it. I gotta throw some interactivity, some colors, some fun stuff, a protagonist that ain't even human, you know, some stuff that they're just known for. I feel like Double Fine would fry a really casual gamer who doesn't know much about other games. Like, if they played a Double Fine game, they would like rewire their brain or something. But yeah, Double Fine, Kiln looks really cool. I was like watching this. What's funny is I was actually going through logistics in my mind. Like, okay, how long would it take me to make the right vase size for the right class? And like, you know, is it how the controls? It made me think about a lot of dynamics of the game other than just playing it, but it's like, okay, how would I design this? Like, that already get my brain thinking just watching this. So that's a good sign that they're cooking something here that's special and very interesting. I do see myself kind of playing this. Like, I can see myself definitely trying this game out. I love weird multiplayer games that think outside the box. I never really bought fully into Call of Duty, but I love multiplayer games from other games that you wouldn't even know for multiplayer, like Uncharted, Ghost of Tsushima, Gotham, Imposters. Like, that was a weird game. I love that game. Max Payne's multiplayer was really good. Max Payne 3. I love really weird multiplayer experiences that other people don't and probably never played in their life. Splinter Cell multiplayer was really good. So I'm actually really cool with this. And finally, Fable. The only thing I cared about, I mean, I was happy to see the combat. That's cool. I was happy to see the graphics. That's cool. The only thing I cared about personally was the social interactions. When I played Fable 2 on Xbox 360 a long time ago, I was so enamored that everything you did got a reaction from the people around you. They paid attention to what you were doing. It was very interactive, and it had a very personal connection to your game about how you wanted to treat the NPCs in the world. So when they brought Fable back with a new studio, the one thing I was afraid of was that they would take that spirit away from it, that social interaction that made the original Fable what it was and why you wanted to engage with it constantly. I'm so happy to see that they kept that. And they actually seemed like they added a lot of stuff to it too. Like, they went actually a little above and beyond what I was expecting, like some of the mechanics, evicting a person and buying stuff and hiring NPCs. So that's really cool. That's the type of interaction that makes you stand out among this really, big arena of Western fantasy RPGs. There's a dime a dozen of those now. You got to stand out. And that really stands out to me, like focusing on the social interactions you have and how you react to the NPCs around you, and all of them having their own day and night cycles, all of them reacting to you in the world, and they're having their own opinion of you. That makes Fable stand out in its own way, in a way that other RPGs may not have those type of systems. I think that's really dope. I was just happy to see that. That was the one thing I cared about. I loved Fable 2 all those years ago. I know Devin played Fable 1 and really liked it, but I would say that was probably my favorite part of the show. Just seeing that they kept that in the game. I didn't care about nothing else. I didn't care what the combat looked like. I didn't care what the graphics looked like. What do you do with NPCs? That's what I cared about when I see Fable, and they kept that. So I am happy as hell. That's what I wanted to see. I just want to see more from it now. And overall, like I say, to me, this show was pretty much what they needed to show this year. Hey, this is what we got coming out. These are what these games look like. This is the time frame they're coming out. Some games have dates. Some games, they're a little close to GTA, so we ain't got no date yet. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good show. I'm feeling an 8.5 as well. There was no wow because we knew the games coming in. There was one surprise, which is Double Fine. And although Double Fine's game was unique, it might not be that big, crazy, that's not really their thing. They make really home experiences. Like when you see Double Fine, it's like seeing that uncle you like or that auntie you like come over and bring over some cookies, some warm, some gifts and stuff like that. That's what it feels like when Double Fine shows up. Not quite the same feeling, but it's still a good feeling at the same time. So good show. I think it did exactly what it needed to do. There was really nothing wasted in this. I will say the one pet peeve I have with Xbox, and it's the first time I noticed, I was like, all right, man, how many times you got to show a developer they got to do that walk down the hallway in slow motion? Like, okay, I've done that every show. Okay, we got it, bro. You can make it. You can just show up talking.
This where we working at, like, bro. We got it. It's office. I do think that this was a good show for them. I also think, I guess I got to come at it from a different direction. I kind of think none of this matters. I think none of it matters until y'all get some games out. Like I like what I saw here. Every game I saw here looked good to great. I'm interested in Forza. I mean, I'm a fucking weeb. You said you was going to Japan. I said, sure, I'm down. Because I was sitting there looking at each environment and thinking about what J-drama or what anime or what tokusatsu that I saw that kind of background in. And I was like, yeah, I want to, of course I want to play this. But I think Xbox's problem for a long time has been a lack of 9.5s. They release a lot of 7s, a lot of 7.5s, a lot of 8s, but they can't break through that barrier and give you a game aside from this. Aside from what you see playing right now, Forza is one of them. It'll never get Game of the Year, but it is Game of the Year level. Forza Horizon 5 was like Game of the Year level when it came out, and this will probably be of the same type of quality. It looks like. I mean, they certainly spent more time on it than they have. I mean, they basically sidelined Forza Motorsport in favor of Horizon. So it's not. It wouldn't be surprising to me if they leveled up with this. I like the idea of multiple houses. That's a new thing for them. That's not a new thing for them, rather. But you have the estate, and that is new. And the customization level with the estate, I thought that was brilliant. And I think that game is going to be in. They said May, right?
Yes, they did. This was the only one that got a release date. Everything else was like a release window.
A window, yeah.
They said
May for
specifically,
this.
yeah.
Right. Early part of the year, great choice. I don't think anything major will be out by then. Well, most of the major stuff will have been finished by then, and so like May is a perfect window for this game. Like a driving game in the late spring, early summer is perfect. I think. I have a lot of faith in this project being well received and selling well, and it probably will be the best performing game that Xbox has this entire year. Beast of Reincarnation looked fantastic. We saw that game at an Xbox Game Showcase either last year or the year before, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting, but I felt like I was getting Souls-like vibes. I said, yeah, y'all probably got it, man. I'll never really be that interested in the Souls-like. The way that those games are set up just are anathema to how I play and engage with video games. But then I saw more of it here, and I'm like, oh, this is not a Souls-like. This is just an action game. It's just an action RPG. Frankly, like everybody was saying, like Devin was saying, it's like with some Final Fantasy VII Remake elements, with the command system that you can just kind of switch over to for special techniques. I liked what I saw. I liked the environment, the world. It was like, it was apocalyptic, but it wasn't like hopeless. It didn't give off like the vibes of being like completely pointless. Like, why am I existing in this? Because when I get that, I'm like, why am I trying to save anything? Like, who fucking cares? Like, let this world rot. Like, I'll just play another game. But that world, it felt like, okay, there's stuff to be done here. There's a beauty to it that you can take in. It's strange and otherworldly in a way that's really enjoyable. So I was down with that game. I like the two protagonists. I like the fact that there's like a supporting cast, even if they're not part of the active party. I'll take that. That's cool. You travel in the world in this giant walker mech of a robot. I dug that. I thought that was very smart. Kiln, not my thing, but the charm was just oozing out of it. So much personality. Like, I think that's brilliant. I do think if that catches fire, that'll be another success for Microsoft, even if it is available on everything. Like, people will still remember, like, oh, this is an Xbox game. And so they'll approach it like, oh, this is an Xbox game. And if it's as good as it looks, because it does look like a lot of fun. Keeper, I think, stole a lot of people's hearts last year as like a minor masterpiece. It wasn't quite Game of the Year level, but it was a very beloved game by the people that played it. I think it did make some lower level, like, top 15 type gamer lists, like type Game of the Year lists. And if this can hit even that level, I think the fact that it's a party game that you can play with your friends, and in the fact that, like Will said, they have additional post-launch support that they have in mind. If they can keep that at the forefront of people's minds, even for like 4 months.
Yeah.
Like, from the moment it comes out, if it lasts about 4 solid months of people coming back to it and playing it, I think by the end of the year, people will still be like, oh yeah, what a great time that we had with that game. Because everybody, like, eventually you move on to the next party game, or you go back to your single player games. If you play single and multiplayer, you'll go back to that. But at least you had your time with it that you enjoyed. And so, like, I think this does have potential. Like, I think Devin said it kind of does remind you of Splatoon. And I mean, Splatoon has been going for years now. It's a franchise, like one of Nintendo's better franchises. So if it can hit even close to that level, it will have done well. I do think far and away the game that stole my heart, even though I really, really like Beast of Reincarnation, the game that stole my heart as far as this showcase goes is Fable. I have been looking for a proper multiplayer game. I mean, a proper Western RPG for a long time, and I haven't been able to find one that I clicked with. And frankly, they kind of low-key stopped making them. Like, you don't get as many as you used to. You used to get a ton. And even when I thought, like, I said, oh, well, Ubisoft, they've gone into the business of making Western RPGs with Assassin's Creed. And they asked. Like a lot of them, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey was good, Origins was good, and then after that, it's like, all right, Valhalla gonna be trash. Mirage not even an RPG, and then that Shadows is just alright, right, King?
Yeah, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's just alright. It ain't Origins tier, and it's not Origins or Odyssey tier. So
I couldn't put Origins down. That game was so
yeah,
damn
exactly.
good. God, dog.
You ain't felt the need to go back to Shadows yet. How far you get through it?
I got about 20 hours, 25 hours.
That's a respectable amount of time. But I mean, like I want something that's just gonna capture me, and this looks like it's gonna capture me. I love the art design for this. Like, there's not a hint of dark fantasy to it. I think there's an interview up where they talk about how this is, to them, this is not a fantasy game. This is a fairy tale game, and you can see it in the whole design. Like, it looks like a fairy tale.
That's
like
what Fable always was. So that makes sense.
Good on them, because they retain that series identity. It does look like all the screenshots I used to see in magazines that talked about Fable, and it even looks like, because what's my man's name? Was it Peter Molyneux? Yeah, it looked like it's delivering on all the promises. Like, Peter Molyneux would always promise all this crazy shit you could do in the games, and sometimes it was like, man, you can't do none of that. Even if you had a good time, he was like, you can't do none of the shit he's talking about in this game. It looks like they're trying very hard to deliver on some of those promises just by setting up a world with 1,000 NPCs. And I don't know if the NPCs are procedurally generated, or if they just, I mean, this game has taken 8-9 years to develop. Maybe they did just individually program 1,000 NPCs and give them reasonable reactions. And you know, you don't have to do a ton of work in them, just enough like canned dialogue to like make it feel like they're real. And because there's so many of them, like you'll be able to feel like, oh, okay, I'm living in this world. I'm living in this. I've been pulled into this world successfully. I am interested in seeing how far I can take some of the systems, as far as like, can I buy the city and then give it back to people and then they can stay for free? Can I like help people? Like, if you see homeless people, can I like give them money? I always want to do that in games like Watch Dogs. You can steal money from people, but people will be in need. You like look at the phone. It's like, yeah, currently in debt. I'm like, damn, I can rob a bank. Why can't I help these people? Like, let me do something like that. Damn. That would be cool. Like, I want to see like if I can hire people and be like a good boss in addition to being like a hero. Like, I want to see just how far I can push those systems as far as being like a paragon or whatever. I haven't had the chance to engage in a system like that in a long time. I've been playing a ton of JRPGs, and those just don't care for any of that stuff. It's just like, hey, this the narrative. We got some side quests for you. That's it. But like,
that's the JRPG principle. They want the main narrative focus. That's true.
That's it. Yeah. So I want to see how. Go ahead, King.
I'm about to say, this also almost reminds me of like how cozy games have evolved a little bit.
Yeah,
like kind of dipping in that, and then like Stardew Valley or something where you interact with all the NPCs in town. Because like in cozy games, you very much interact with every NPC in a town, and like you might have a quest line with them or date somebody. That's pretty common in those games.
I do think they probably were inspired by a lot of that. So, and I mean, good on them for that, because you do need to pull from just more than just the other RPGs that are out there. Like, you pull from other inspirations, you're bound to come up with something that feels more original than if you had just focused solely on your genre. But yeah, I mean, like, all in all, a solid showcase. What really is going to matter is how good are these games really.
Yeah.
Like, if they're just fine or good, like if fine is a 6, or if fine is a 7 and good is an 8, like if they're just fine to good, that's not going to get it. That's not going to improve Xbox's standing in the community. If it's, great, amazing, masterpiece, if you at that 8.5, 9, 10 level, like that's when we're going to get there. And I hope that some of these manage to hit that level. I hope that Beast of Reincarnation is as good. I just want to see Beast of Reincarnation be good, just so people can be like, oh, so it's Nintendo's fault. Like, Game Freak can make good games when y'all give them the time and let them have, like, just let them develop in the side. It's Nintendo's fault. I want to see that. I want to have that conversation. And then the other three, like, they're all on my, like, at least the first two, like the two Playground games are definitely on my list for this year now. I'm paying attention to them. They're going to be on my radar, and I'm going to give both of them a try. I'm going to probably play the shit out of Fable. So this is a great showcase all in all. I'm going to give it an 8.5 and just hope that they hit the way that they need to hit. Yeah. All right, y'all. That was our reaction to the Xbox Developer Direct. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Let us know about how you feel about some of the moves that Xbox is making, and we will see you guys on the next stream. Peace.